Hey everybody, it's your boy Nerdicane. I'm coming back at you with my Air Force basic training stories. My boy Megatron Gaming, he chimed up in the comments. He said he wanted me to do more. He is shipping off to basic training. He's heading out to Lackland in about a month from what he says. Take a look at the screen, Megatron. Get used to doing this. You are going to be doing a lot of this in your spare time, standing around reading that damn manual. This is a car video, so we'll see how the audio goes. Okay, so this is the second part of a video that I've done for my time in the basic training for the Air Force. If you haven't watched that one, go watch it. There's some funny moments of like that first day that you get in there. So you get there and you are a rainbow. You're still wearing your civilian clothing. That's what they call us, rainbows. You haven't got your fatigues yet. So this is a weird time in basic training. Is you're not really, you're not wearing the uniform yet. You don't really feel like a visitor, and it falls at nighttime. The daytime it's pretty calm. You're not into your full training mode yet. So, but at nighttime, there's one thing about basic training: doing dorm guard. Dorm guard is the worst because it's like being, the point man. And the TIs are out to get you at night. And that's, you got to stand up there. It's dark. It's quiet. It's kind of eerie. And then you know that there are TIs out there who are assigned to the flight, to the squadron overnight. And they get bored. And they often want to come screw with certain flights. And we got that quite a bit. But during that time period when you're really new and you don't know what you're doing, they send other flights in. They send people from other flights in to do dorm guard for you. This back then was free reign to sort of haze you. And yes, there was hazing going on. But it's not, military people haze each other, and it's a shit test to make sure you can roll with the punches. You're not going to bitch out and go running to a supervisor anytime somebody might offend you, because it's the military. People are really good at offending each other. That's what you do most of the time. It's like a hobby with each other. So there was one guy who was really tall, had sort of a big nose, and they made him stand up and flap his arms and say, "Squawk, squawk, I'm a bird," and various other stuff. And they would, some of them would wait till we were asleep and, tie our shoes together. So when you wake up and Reveille goes off, you gotta hustle. So Megatron, be ready. When that Reveille goes off, you gotta hustle. You gotta get in your it's a certain type of uniform. It's like a t-shirt and shorts with sneakers, but you have to be in it and ready to go out the door for a morning Reveille before that song ends. So get ready for that, because that's gonna be fun out there in the cold morning screaming hoo-yah. But you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna look back on it fondly. But they would do things like that to us and kind of screw with us. So you're gonna deal with a bit of that. We had a pretty good amount of that. But dorm guard in those first few days, in the first couple of days, they have the TI do it, Master Sergeant McLaren. He was awesome. I'll get back to him in a later episode. But oh wow, that's pathetic. I'm looking at a Chevy Volt, but somebody took a decal of a Tesla and put it under the Volt symbol. So I don't know if he really wanted to buy a Tesla and he just settled on the Volt. I don't know, but it's weird. But anyway, Master Sergeant McLaren was there. He was a great guy, and I'll get a little more into him later. But one of the first nights there, I don't remember the dude's name, but in the middle of the night, he gets up, and I hear the footsteps, and he's going down the bay, and he goes out the back door, and there's a commotion. The guy who was doing dorm guard goes running back there. Master Sergeant McLaren goes running back there, and there was like a bit of shouting and a bit of like wrestling. So apparently this dude couldn't hack it. And it happens, some people think they have the mental gear, but they don't really have the mental gear, and it doesn't go well when they're put into the basic training environment. But he took the shoelaces off of his boot, and we were up on the top floor. We were up on the 3rd or 4th floor. I can't remember. We were at the top. He was going to go up there and basically hang himself with his bootlaces off of the top. And that would have absolutely gone poorly, because while those are military boots, the laces are not designed to handle a 150-pound man. They're going to snap. And, at 4 stories, that fall may or may not have killed him. Because the shoelaces weren't going to hold him. He was not going to be successful. He was going to be committing suicide by jumping off of the 4th floor. But yeah, that was like one of the first nights there. And then we had another guy who, on the parade grounds, we're starting to learn to march, and he just decided to fall out and have what at the time we thought was a heart attack. Well, you put 2 and 2 together. He's a 20-year-old guy who made it through MEPS without discovery of a heart issue, and suddenly he's got a heart issue. So do you think the issue was his heart, or do you think the issue was his head? Yeah, it was his head. So, the first few days, you got to keep an eye on yourself, and you got to keep an eye on your buddies, because some people, they're not going to be able to hack it. They're going to crack. They might have joined for the wrong reason. So you deal with that. Speaking of things you had to deal with, I'm going to get to Senior Airman Bully. Now, Senior Airman Bully was like Sergeant Slaughter reborn. He was a massive guy, and he had this enormous jaw and chin, and he'd wear the hat. He'd wear that TI hat, really sloped down. So he would yell at me. I remember one time he got in my face and he yelled at me about something, and he kept. They're not allowed to touch you. They're not allowed to punch you, but he's like barking at me, and he's like yelling at me, and his head is dipping forward with inflection, but the brim of his hat kept hitting me in the face, on the bridge of the nose and the forehead. There was no damn way I was gonna flinch. I wasn't gonna move anything. Senior Airman Bully Senior Airman Bully inspired legitimate terror, because there was a story going around. I don't know how true it was, but apparently he made a guy who was doing dorm guard piss himself twice. The story goes, guy was doing dorm guard. You're nervous enough at night when you're doing dorm guard on the overnight shifts. Well, Bully got bored and decided to go check this guy, and so he takes the key and he goes in through the fire escape. From the dorm guard stand, you can't see the fire escape. So you hear Bully walking around. He's a big guy. He's not going to sneak around very well. So the dorm guard hears something. He hears something moving around, and he goes looking for it. And meanwhile, Bully is looking for him. So the dorm guard goes around to look. Bully goes to the stand to see who's there, and he doesn't find him. He thinks the guy's derelict. He thinks he's off goofing off, reading or taking a leak or something. So Bully just comes storming through and surprises the guy, and he pisses himself. And as the story goes, Bully tells him to go change his pants and go back to his station. So he does that, and Bully waits in the showers as he's inspecting the showers, and then afterwards he comes back out and scares the hell out of the guy again, makes him piss his pants again. I don't know if it's true, but I will say this: I've heard that story from a couple of different sources at different times, so it may be true. I am going to wrap this one up to my boy Megatron Gaming. Just be prepared. Dorm guard is going to be the bane of your existence. You are going to dread it, doing it at night. It is awful. Just remember this phrase, okay? And this is another little piece of advice. Every time someone speaks to you, you have to respond like this. Sir, Airman Megatron Gaming reports as ordered. After you say that, then you can speak. Don't forget, you will get chewed out. And it's almost like playing a stupid game of Simon Says, only if you do something without Simon saying, you get yelled at and you get a 341 taken. But that's all I got for this one. I will have another one out tomorrow. I'm going to do a bunch of these in the next couple days. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. And you guys go out. Have a good day. Bye.